out of the book, but for people who don't know the mythology, it's not going to be, directly inside the story that you'll see.
Yeah, so if you're a fan of Norse mythology, I think what we're saying is look for little clues and little tidbits. And
like the characters' names are kind of drawn close to, and also, say that again, Russ? All right. Yeah, just the representation of characters, guys like Ferris, or guys like Aaron, who you'll meet in issue 1. Just kind of their placement. You may see some kind of similarity in a way to these ancient tales.
Yeah, if you have a question, raise your hand, and then we'll get you to come on up here. Come on up, because we're probably not going to be able to hear you from back there. That's a very cool freshman shirt.
Yeah, he's sporting the freshman beaver shirt. So,
go Beavers!
If anybody wants a beaver.
Can I get one?
Did you guys notice the wanted t-shirt that Russ was wearing though?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, very nice.
The characters from Berserker, did they inherit the power? And if they did, will you show family members from the past?
These guys were born with it. They were born with it. It's in their lineage. They can't get past it. It's nothing that they can shoot up or turn off. It's in them. So it becomes a kind of struggle to control it, harness it.
Yeah, it's not something that, like, if your dad had it, that you're necessarily going to have, but it's something that exists and manifests it throughout family lives.
I have a question. What if only one parent has it and the other parent did not?
Gregor Mendel, like the alleles and all that stuff, that little working. So it's just like, just because your parents have, 2 brown eyes, but they may have blue recessive, so there's a chance you have blue eyes. It's kind of like
No. That's a great question, man. And actually, Dr. Russ answered it well.
he is the technical.
Oh!
Thank you, concrete wall. Why don't you just leave there for a second, so I don't knock it over again.
Settle down there, dude. Relax.
Don't zerk out.
Yeah, don't zerk out. Nobody wants to see that.
What's up, man? Great shirt, by the way.
Thank you. Questions for you. This is the first time you've given your name to a comic, and
No.
Can we expect a lot more of this in the future?
Thanks, man. Russ and I worked on another comic called Rest. That was our entrance into the comic world, and then we sat down with Matt, like you said, and had a talk about Berserker, and Matt so graciously brought us into the Top Cow family. And I think, again, it's just one of those things that Russ and I are pretty lucky to go along for the ride, tell these great stories, and yes, there will be more.
That's pretty sweet. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thanks, brother.
Questions? Come on up.
Or holler it out, man, either way.
Yeah, since you've done Russ before, right now you've done Berserker, since they're totally different stories, what do you have planned next? Like when you write another series, what are you thinking of?
We have 2 ideas. I don't know if we can really tell them by name. One is kind of a crime book, crime saga, which yeah, we're kind of working on right now. It's got a lot of just really organized crime type ties, familial ties, but also with this kind of underlying vibe, a bit of Usual Suspects. You don't quite know what to expect towards the end. It's really fucking cool. Then we have another one that's very sci-fi fantasy, takes place in the future, far off future, where the way of living life on the surface of the earth has completely changed. So, our taste is kind of eclectic. We go all over, from a guy who doesn't sleep to a guy who rips guys' heads off to a guy who lives not quite on Earth's plane to another guy who's into organized crime and shit.
Can't wait, thanks.
No problem, man.
Any more questions? Well, I got.
There you go.